Bread is the head of everything, says the folk. The proverb is a staple foodstuff for many people around the world, but who would have thought? Who would have thought that bread could be the cause of human mortality? Turns out today, bread has become what is essentially, in quotes, a serial killer. A killer slowly killing consumers of this once healthy and nutritious. And it's all about white flour bread. Flour bread, without which the breakfast, lunch, and dinner for all of us is the main cause of health problems. Health problems, because white flour contains essentially just starch, which glues the villi of the small intestines, raises blood sugar and leading to irreversible consequences for the human body. White flour bread products are just calories, no useful nutrients for the body. They do not. In addition to serious disorders with intestinal function, the consumption of white bread retains other food, which is what it causes constipation. Even if we eat just a slice of this bread, and in the wrong combination, it's going to give us a serious disruption in carbohydrate metabolism, and the damaging effects of what we've eaten will last for up to 2 days, and we're eating this kind of bread every day, and not just one pieces. In addition, in the composition of flour products, there are dragées and products of their various syrupy. These carcinogenic substances also affect our health, and in the best possible way. In addition, such flour is additionally bleached in the production facilities. It seems like nothing simpler than that. You grind the grain. That's flour, but this kind of flour doesn't keep very long, which is not profitable. That's why producers purify it. A huge amount of vitamins, micronutrients, and the fiber we need, all of which goes to waste. That's why all that's left of the grain, starch. But that's not all. In order to make the flour possible, it's bleached with chemicals. Of course, such baked goods, it's more appetizing, more white, more crumbly. But does that make up for its harm? A study on mice showed that, when fed bread made from flour treated with such bleaching agents, the animals were severely deficient in vitamin E. They rapidly developed diabetes and cancer. Exactly the same substances, but in higher concentrations, are used in laundry detergents and household chemicals for disinfecting and whitening for anyone who cares the health of their children and loved ones. This information will be enough to think about whether you should buy bread in stores, or is it better to make it yourself at home. If you want to be healthy, eat bread only from whole wheat flour and bran. Compared to white flour breads, it contains 75 times more calcium and important, like iron, phosphorus, and magnesium, 1,000 times more. Dates are an amazing fruit that in many countries attributes properties to promote health and prolong life. It is said that there are long-lived people in China whose diet is based exclusively on dates. In any case, it's a very healthy product, and many nutritionists recommend its consumption instead of sweets. Besides, dates have been known since ancient times. Dates have been known for their medicinal properties. Found that the low sugar content in the blood often leads to a person feels an overwhelming sense of hunger, and after eating just a few dates, the hunger disappears. So if a fasting person eating dates at the fasting meal first, then he will be satisfied with a small amount of food. He will not overeat and will not cause harm to his spiritual or physical health. Dates contain 23 different types of amino acids that are not found in most other fruits. These fruits are rich in essential amino acids. Animal tryptophan, which is also essential for optimal brain function and to maintain a normal mental state, especially in the elderly. Tryptophan prevents aging. amount of tryptophan in the diet allows stop the aging process of cells. In addition, thanks to tryptophans, dates have a mild sedative and sleeping effect. Besides tryptophan, dates also contain another amino acid, glutamic acid, which prevents heartburn by neutralizing excess stomach acid, selenium, which reduces the risk of cancer, which strengthens the immune system and reduces the risk of heart disease thanks to combining a huge number of rapidly digestible organisms glucose-fructose with vitamin B5. The fruit of the date palm tree have the valuable property of not only quickly satisfy hunger, but also restore physical strength, energy, and refresh the brain and nerves like most plant foods. Most plant foods dates do not cholesterol. This fruit is low in calories, so feel free. Consume it instead of sweets and your weight will be in line with the norm. Buying at least 200 grams of dates at the market you are buy an incredible amount of minerals, salts and vitamins. Believe that 10 dates a day is enough to meet the daily requirement of magnesium, copper, Sari half, a quarter of the iron requirement of calcium. So by eating with just dates and water, you can live for several years. Modern medicine has paid quite a bit of attention on the date as a subject of years of academic research in the course of which numerous beneficial properties of this product, among them of which dates do not transmit of any germs and parasites, bacteria, germs and parasites. Dates are an excellent remedy in the fight against harmful amoeba. Dates contain substances that kill pathogenic bacteria in the human body. Dates are an essential food and medicine for astronauts, and they're much healthier than caviar. Dates contain substances that help to strengthen the contraction of the uterine muscles, which makes the process of labor in a woman, making it quicker and less painful. Dates contain vitamin A, which supports and improves vision at night thanks to the presence of vitamin B. Dates are very useful for the normal functioning and development of the muscular. Dates improve appetite. Eating dates on an empty stomach kills parasites. Dates are a fruit food medicine, a beverage and a sweet. Of course, a person can safely live without these fruits. However, they are extremely useful for health, but more about in which cases it is recommended to consume dates read in the description to the video. A human being needs very little food. Fill 1/3 of the stomach with food, the other 1/3 with water and the rest with air. The words of Prophet Muhammad alayhi salatu salam should be followed by everyone in order to maintain good health and prolong your life, but unfortunately, we're addicted to newfangled diets, most of which are formulated by completely incompetent people solely for personal enrichment. Modern scientists, based on the basis of numerous studies, have convinced us that it is much easier to breathe deeply and fully, is much easier if the stomach is not filled to the brim. Shallow breaths contribute to shorten life. In 1 minute, we take 16 inhalations and exhalations. In each inhalation in the body, half a liter of air enters the body. In one 24-hour period, 23,240 inhalations and exhalations, as a result of which the body receives 11,620 liters of air, which contains oxygen and oxygen blood of the whole of the body to purify carbon dioxide gas, and enrichment with oxygen goes to the lungs, but full respiration occurs only as a result of deep full breaths if the stomach is full to the point of failure. A deep breath is impossible, and vital oxygen into the body will be supplied in an insufficient amount for normal metabolism and for the complete. The blood is cleansed as a result of the blood returning to the body's organs in the same state, poisoning them with toxins. That causes the human body to suffer with various ailments. That's how we, for our own money, we earn ourselves diseases in this regard. In this connection, it is appropriate to cite the statement of God's messenger Ali heals vassals. The son of Adam will not fill anything to the already of his own stomach. All this once again confirms the truth of Muhammad's prophetic mission of Muhammad ﷺ, who received the revelation from God and the wisdom voiced by the noble messenger Sallallahu finds its confirmation after thousands of years. It is known that Muslims do not eat with the left hand, and some theologians consider it forbidden. Muslims are advised to eat with their right hand only. Is taught to children from an early age. What is there such a difference between the right hand and left hand? According to Muslim law, the reason for this attitude towards the left hand are sayings of the Messenger of God, the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ, which contains a call not to eat with the left hand. At the same time, the Prophet points out the necessity of eating food with the right hand. When any of you, let him eat with his right hand, and when any of you drink, let him do it with his right hand. For the shaitan eats with his left hand and drinks with his left hand. Hadith was handed down to them. One of the companions of Omar bin Abu Salama, may Allah be pleased with him, reports the following episode from his: when I was in the house of the Prophet Sallallahu, while I was still a young boy, I used to recklessly grabbed from the tray. Then the Messenger of God Aliyah Sallallahu commanded the young man in remembrance of the Almighty to eat with your right hand from what's in front of you. This hadith was narrated by Ibn Majah. And the left hand is not completely excluded from the process of eating. It can be helped during the meal, but the food should be put into your mouth with the right hand only. But if right hand for any reason, disability, injury, a cast can't be used, then eating with the left hand will become a necessity and take it from the category of reprehensible. The example of Muslims shows that the refusal to eat with the left hand is not an impossible task, or millions of people all over the world, around the world, eat exclusively with their right hand and feel quite comfortable with it, because, in order to get used to the use of the left hand when eating, it only takes a little effort. Dear friends, write in the comments how useful this video was for you. This video, as well as on what topics you would like to see videos on our channel. We will certainly take into account your wishes.